this inner spot is definitely way more sensitive. Like,
Definitely. And ain't no joke.
yeah, niggas gonna definitely need a few breaks.
You ain't gonna need no
I'm
breaks,
not
man.
even gonna lie to you, boy.
You gonna be alright.
The left one, I didn't take no breaks. I was straight. I did my back, no breaks. But boy,
Bro, we ain't even get close to your armpit.
that's what I'm saying. That's how I know. That's how I know.
You a champ.
Not today. At least I'm not too far from Chick-fil-A though.
Oh, you're one of those.
Absolutely. But you want to eat Chick-fil-A?
Nah, I'm a pescatarian, bro.
I don't feel you, bro. But Chick-fil-A?
Gotta make the exception for Chick-fil-A.
OD. I would be a pescatarian. It's Chick-fil-A that hold me back, for real. Because I love some salmon, but
You love the Chick-fil-A more.
I love the Chick-fil-A more, bro.
I was hyped when they brought Chick-fil-A up to New York.
Yeah. I was kind of, I think first time I had it was like South Carolina, but when I was at Howard, I was having it like 3 times a week because it was close to campus, like, that joint as well.
What you went to school for?
First I was a business major, to be honest, and then that's when I changed my major to do education. Getting into teaching like maybe 2 years in.
What made you want to become a teacher?
All right, so here's the long version. Right? So all through high school, even sometimes in middle school, college, niggas was always like, yo, you should really become a teacher. Like my friends' parents, even some of my friends, people at my church, just people who knew me was like, yo, you ever thought about teaching? But I kind of was always like, absolutely not. Like, I hate school. And I saw teaching as like a feminine career as well because I didn't really have a lot of male teachers. You feel me? All my teachers were women. It was just like, why would I do something like that? But I think after my freshman year of Howard, I was a camp counselor for the YMCA, right? And my first year, like, we didn't really have a lot of resources, so we had to improvise a lot, me and my co-counselor. So we was always coming up with different activities and kind of trying to make it educational as much as we can sometimes. So I remember one of the kids asked me to explain the difference between like rotating and revolving because we were talking about planets and whatnot. So I actually had like 3 kids come up to the front of the room. I was like, all right, you gonna be the sun and you are Earth. So I'm like, I want you to start walking around the sun. So I was explaining to them, like, so him walking around, that's him revolving. Yeah, that's him revolving around the sun. And then I'm like, while you're walking around, start spinning in a circle. So I'm like, this is rotating. Then I put another kid in there, let him pretend to be the moon or whatever. And it was kind of just dope seeing them. Like, they were like, oh, it was like a real light bulb moment for them. Like, oh. And like, we had stuff like that happen all the time that summer. But I remember one of the powers in the room, she pulled me out the room. She's like, yo, let me talk to you real quick. She's like, yo, I'm in the room with teachers all day, every day, all year. And I've never seen anybody explain anything that way. Like, and she's like, and I see you do it all the time. Like, you have such a knack with the kids, this, that, and the third. So I feel like you should really look into it. And I was still like, nah, it's a dub. But then, I kind of started listening. I was like, yo, I really do love these kids. I love helping them learn. So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna like, go out on a limb on it. Started praying about it, really seeing like, yo, is this something I would enjoy? Then when I went back to school, I think after my second year at Howard as a business major, I changed my major to education. And when I went back to school, I was an RA and I did not have any classes when I first started, like when we was there for training. And I went all the way to school of education, went right to the dean, and I spoke to her. She was like, so why do you want to be a teacher? Started talking about it, and that day she put me in all my classes in that moment. Like, she was like, all right, bet. Dropped me in all those classes. And I felt like that was kind of like the first sign of like God just like opening doors and saying like, yo, I'm gonna make a way for this to happen. And just like, it just felt like stuff like that just kept happening. Doors opening, me excelling at it. Even like where I'm teaching right now, like they hired me before I graduated college, like maybe a week before graduation or 2 weeks. Like, they were like, yeah, nah. They hired me on the spot. Like, I did the interview and the demo. They were like, all right, give us a second. They stepped out for like 5 minutes, came back like, yeah, we want to make you an offer. I want you to teach here. And it's probably one of the best decisions I made. Like, I don't regret it even a little bit. Like, definitely still have that same joy and passion, like seeing kids grasp something, being impactful giving those lessons that they need, not just in the classroom, you know, life lessons, especially for the boys. Like, I love knowing that, you know, they look at me and they're like, yo, I could be that, I could do that. And it doesn't mean they could be a teacher. It's just like, yo, being smart is cool. Like, being yourself is cool. Being authentic is cool. Like, you don't gotta, you know, fake the funk for anybody. Just be yourself and take whatever it is that you're doing seriously and just, you know, fully commit to it, all that stuff. So, like, that's the calm version. That's the long version, but that's me saying it calm because it's tattoo head. Yeah. If it wasn't for that, it'd be more passionate, but I'm like, damn, niggas didn't even touch the armpit spot yet. OD.
Trying to reserve your energy.
Oh, bro, my legs sweating. I'm like, nah. But yes, sir. That's kind of how I got into it. What's crazy is, actually, I missed a part. So I did an internship after doing the YMCA. So I did the YMCA as a counselor maybe like, did I do 3 summers? I might have did that for 3 summers.
Wow.
And then I was a intern for this summer internship teaching. And I thought I killed it. I mean, the kids loved me. My coach loved it, but my supervisor, we did not get along, especially because, I feel like it was because I was really doing things my own way. Like, I was myself. I didn't switch it up. I wasn't doing a lot of things they wanted me to do as it pertains to, like, you got to have control of the kids this way. I'm like, why do I need to, you know how you clap your hands and people clap back? Mm-hmm. Like, if you, like a call or response?
Yeah.
I never did those type of things. I'd just be like, yeah. They respond, yeah. You know, and those type of things, I get feedback like, you should do this. I'm like, why? If they respond and you feel me, I get their attention, they listen, and I'm getting all these kids to grow. Like, I'm talking, I helped one kid who was in, I think he was going to 5th grade or maybe going to 6th grade. Like, I helped raise that kid's like math level from like 2nd grade math to like being on grade level in a summer. So I'm like, yo, if I'm actually being impactful, why do I have to do it in this like monotonous way? So anyway, the next summer, she becomes the hiring manager. And I had actually applied and they put me on the wait list, bro. And I was sick. Like, well, 1, I'm about to graduate, so I don't know what I'm about to do. And 2, I killed this. Like, why would y'all not let me come back? So they put me on the wait list. But thankfully, like, I feel like that was really God saying, yeah, nah, bigger. Because once I applied to where I'm teaching now, like, they hired me on the spot. And what's crazy is my very first day of work, I got a text from the internship saying like, yo, you know, a spot opened up. We would love for you to come back. I was like, nah, sis, full time. Sorry. Mm-hmm. Like, it's really clipped. Like, so that was just another example of like, I thought I wanted something. And like, I was like, nah, I'm gonna do it even bigger for you. Like, in a whole nother capacity. So, and now I'm flexing on it. So.
That's dope.
Thanks, man.
How long you been working there?
This is my 3rd year now. I just graduated in 2019.
Okay.
You know, so it's still a little fresh for me, but I already feel like a veteran. Like, yo, I'm really like that. Like, I'm glad I'm growing and improving, but you know how like a basketball player get drafted that 3rd year, you expect to be the breakout year. Mm-hmm. That's what it really feel like for me. It's like, yeah, I was already nice, but now I'm really out here like flexing. So.
You plan on staying there, or are you looking to go elsewhere?
As of right now, I'm like happy with where I'm at. Cool. Nowhere's really perfect, but if another opportunity presented itself, I wouldn't feel like I'm leaving anything behind. Like, I feel confident that anywhere I go, I'll be able to excel and bring a lot to the table. Like, what I would really want to do, get married, pick up and buy a crib in Houston, and teach out there. Like, I kind of want to move to the South, so that's what would make me leave. But as of right now, like, unless a school is just better and is offering me better, I'm kind of like, yeah, I'll stick around. Like, I'm in no rush to really dip out.
Why Houston? Why down south?
All right, so once I started making money, bro, I realized I don't want all my bread to go into living in New York, bro. Like, cost of living is OD. And when I was at Howard, you know, you meet people from all over the country. The people from Houston was always talking about how dope it is. Like, yo, whatever you spending, I'm spending half and my crib is double. And it's facts, bro. I'll be on Zillow like I'm moving tomorrow.
Yeah.
Like, and I'll be like, yo, honestly, Like, I don't know what it is. Houston just kind of been on my heart for a couple of years, and then I started doing the research. Top 10 city for young black professionals. Guess what I am? Young black professional. Pay is still relatively high for teachers. Like, feel me, cost of living way lower. I want to be around other affluent black people. One thing I really care about, like, you know, I'm a family man. Even though I'm young, like, I really think a lot about my future family and stuff. I want to be in a community where, like, the whole neighborhood go to the kids' football games. And, like, you know, everybody kind of know each other, support each other, show each other love. Feel me? It's safe for my kids to go outside, do their thing. Especially because around Houston, there's a lot of, you know, thriving black suburbs and all of that. It's still a diverse city, feel me? Diverse as it pertains to food. If somebody go on tour, Houston gonna be one of the stops, so I don't feel like I'm in the like in the boondocks. So
Still a major city.
yeah, it's still a major city without me feeling like, you know, I'm spending everything I get on rent and living expenses, like, and Con Edison, like, yeah, that's dead. But, you know, I really feel like I could go anywhere and thrive. I just know I want to be in a city around other affluent black people, but still in an area that's small town-ish. Like, if I have a cookout, I could go across the street, tell my neighbors, like, hey, yo, we cooking, pull up. But it's not like my music is too loud, I'm disturbing everybody. That type of vibe.
It seemed like your life thought process are heavy on education. Why are we doing the guitar?
Oh, well, it's definitely not heavy on education. Well, I won't say definitely. I think education matters. I just think that the real thing about education is just that I feel like my purpose is helping people.
Okay.
It just so happens that education is one of the ways I get to do that, get to inspire and motivate. So if I ended up in another season of my life where I wasn't being a middle school math teacher, like, I still feel like I'd be doing something where I'm fulfilling the purpose of helping people. Like, but the guitar though is because, you know, I'm a musician and I played kind of like keys, bass, drums, like for a significant portion of my life. I actually play bass the most now. Kind of feel like it's really ingrained in me, like really in my blood, really in my skin. I was like, oh, it's just a dope tattoo idea. Like, feel me? Like, I think my left arm, my goal is to do things that have to do with my character, personality, things like that. My right arm is like expression, like the things that I love, things that I'm into, et cetera, et cetera. At least for now, that's the mindset. So this is the first piece on the right arm.
How'd you learn how to play?
All right, so I started off playing drums as a kid at church. Feel me? A lot of musicians are like, oh yeah, I started at church, but you know, I started watching and kind of just had a natural knack for it, playing drums. Started taking piano lessons in like first grade. And I was, you know, enjoying that, but once my piano teacher moved away, I started going somewhere else and I didn't really enjoy that place as much. And also, especially being in church, it was like, it wasn't playing classical music. I wasn't reading music at church, and I really wanted to be able to like get on and play. So I knew I had to be able to play by ear. So I kind of dubbed the whole, that school that I was at where I was learning like, man, jazz and stuff, which I kind of regret a little bit because I could have put my like heart into it a little bit more and learned a lot. But either way, what happened was I was playing keys, and then my older brother, he plays like guitar, keys, drums, whatever. Like, he's nice. So one day at church, like after service, I seen him teaching his god sister how to play a scale on bass. And I was just there and I watched and I was like, oh, that's cool. I kind of like that. So I was like, let me try. You know, I played the scale. He was like, all right, dope. And we didn't really do too much after that. He wasn't like, oh, wow, like, I'm gonna teach you bass now. Mind you, I live with the man. And he was never like, yo, let me put you under my wing. I'm gonna teach you this. I kind of had the passion already just watching him. So I knew how to play that scale. I'd expand on it a little bit on my own. And then unfortunately, the bass player at my church passed when I was about 14. Yeah, I was 14. So it was kind of like a void. Like, yo, somebody kind of has to step up and was like, well, I understand this enough to try. I just got into it and like really started like anything else, just really started practicing and taking it real serious. Like, yo, let me do this. And that's what really made me start Like, you know, kind of teaching myself, listening to other people. I go sit down with people like, yo, how you do this? How you do that? What made you do this? You know, just picking their brain and just making it my own. Like, but I think what it really is though is just, you know, God really, two things, giving me the drive, like the actual passion to want to do music, and then it's giving me enough talent to be able to, you know, kind of be a little bit ahead of others. Like speaking a language, you know? It's like being around other musicians, hearing certain things a different way. Like just kind of blessed me with that gift to be able to understand and take music on that way. So right now it's bass, but lately I've been like teaching myself guitar because I'm like, yo, let's learn something new. Let's continue progressing and stuff like that. So
Just a couple more strings.
facts, it's literally just one more. It's a different approach, completely different approach, especially the size of my hands and the way I think. Like the way you think about bass, you can't think about guitar. So it definitely is a challenge and like definitely a whole new world. Oh, we at that inner armpit spot. Shit. Oh, yeah, nah, my toes cracked. I said, whoa. Yeah. But yeah, it's definitely a totally different approach, but you know, like, I love learning new things, man. So that's kind of how I feel about guitar. Like, yo, it's something new. It's a new challenge. Like, yo, let's do it.
I was teaching myself how to play the electric guitar
Did
during
you
the
stop?
pandemic.
Yeah, bro.
I stopped though.
Nah,
So
bro.
it was like I lost it and I got to get back to it.
Yeah, bro, it's never too late.
My grandfather plays the guitar.
Oh, true.
Yeah, he plays the guitar, the bass. He's been trying to teach me how to play the guitar my whole damn life. But
Bro,
I'll be like, yeah.
my nigga. Especially if you got somebody trying to teach you, do it, bro.
Yeah.
Do it. And people always ask me like, I wish I did this, but I always be like, yo, it's not too late,
It's never
bro.
too late.
It's like reading a book. Like, you're not gonna say, I wish I read more books. Just pick up a book and just learn some more, man. Like, even with guitar, like, I used to be the same, like, nah, I don't want to play guitar because my brother's nice already, da. But like you said, the pandemic, I was teaching from home and I was living with my parents, so I was going crazy. So I kind of needed something to like,
Outlet.
yeah, stimulate me a little bit more and like refocus me, give me some type of extra passion and drive. So I was like, yo, let me finally pick up guitar, bro. I promise you, I just got up one day, went to Guitar Center, bought the guitar, like, like, let's do it. And I think the girl I was talking to at the time, she was like, you serious? I was like, yeah, very much so. Like, let's do it. Like, she's like, I bet. Like, I support it. Like,
That's good. Yeah. It's definitely a lot different than the bass.
OD, super learning curve, but like anything else, it's like, yo, I guess it's like you be like everybody who can draw can't tattoo. You feel me? Even though it might be similar, but and those skills do help to transfer. But at the end of the day, it's like it's a totally new concept to learn and apply. Like,
Same sport, different position.
that ass. Did you always tat, or like did you always want to tat, or it was just art at first?
Art.
True.
It was always art. Kind of just fell into tattooing in college while I was drawing tattoo designs for people.
He's like, let me try it out. Do you actually did you fall in love with it, or it's like, yo, this works for me?
I'm in love with art.
Okay.
I'm in love with creating, period.
Right.
Tattooing just happens to be the bread and butter right now.
You see, that's how I feel about teaching. Like, I mean, I do love teaching, but do I love teaching middle school math? I wouldn't say that. I just make I make love to what I'm doing. Like, I find a way to super enjoy it.
Yeah.
But, you know, the way you feel about art, I guess, is kind of how I feel about helping people. Well, loving people too. But definitely, it's like, yo, I just want to help. Like, if there's a need or where I can inspire, educate, motivate, I'll do it. So I'm assuming you don't see tattooing being like forever.
It'll be a forever thing. I just want to get it to the point to where it doesn't have to be.
Oh, yeah.
You know, I could just pick it up when I want to.
Right.
Tattoo the clients that I want to tattoo.
Facts.
Maybe not the clients, but the content.
Yeah, I feel that.
Do you play outside the church, or is it just a church thing?
No, I definitely outside church. Church is fun. That's a weekly thing going on, but you know, there's music everywhere. Clubs, you know, outdoor shows, events, artists playing for people's music, like in the studio and things like that. When I was at Howard, I was playing a lot more like clubs and random shows and things like that. Thankfully, like music was making me enough money that I was not working when I was at Howard. Like I had some friends who was working after school. I was doing rehearsal after school for a gig so that, you feel me, I had bread. I would leave class early for rehearsal or a gig. I'd be like, you know what, I'm making bread. I could catch up on this schoolwork. So, but yeah, not just church, definitely. Oh, that's that inner armpit again, bro. Jeez. But yeah, not just church, definitely different things. Pandemic slowed a lot of things down, but it's opening back up. And it's not my main source of income, but it's definitely a great extra income.
What do you prefer more, a church or outside gigs?
Church, because I'm way more passionate about it. Like I'm playing from my heart in a different way. You feel me? And it's not even about the bread. I mean, the bread is good, but it's like I really get to give back to who gave me the gift in the first place. That's what it feels like. So it's definitely like, and especially, not every church is the same. Sometimes it's like, this is a drag. But when you're around, it's like being around other artists that really take what they doing seriously, and you get to create and be excellent in certain ways. Like I'd much rather do it here, where it's strictly from my heart, and not just like doing somebody else's music or I bet we gonna get this quick 250, whatever. It's like, yo, this is just from my heart. Like get to give back, really be in worship or whatever.
So the passion means a lot more than the money when it comes to music for you.
Definitely. The money almost means nothing to me. It's just, I'm not about to be taken advantage of or doing stuff, wasting my time. But the passion is what drives me. Like, I'm at a point, thankfully, that I could turn down gigs because it's like, it's really not about the bread. Like, I could be like, nah, I'm good. It's like, I'd much rather be at my crib, in my living room, when my niggas over and we all just playing music together than doing some gigs. Cause it's like, yo, it's really not about the bread. So,
I'd assume doing music in the church, a lot of your friends play music as well.
Yeah. I have tons of musician friends. And you'd be surprised, like, all your favorite artists, if they do a live show, the people who are playing for them, they're playing at church on Sunday. Like, and they're like some of the best musicians in the world, and people would never know. Except other musicians, it's like its own little community. So a lot of my friends, like, it's either we play music together or we hoop together. Until recently, it's like, all right, we work together. But outside of like communities where it's like I have to be there, which is work and school, if we tight, it's because of music or ball, low key.
You play ball at school?
Nah, not an hour, just for fun. I played ball in high school. Okay. After that, it was just like, it's just pure fun. Pure enjoyment. You hoop? You hoop?
Nah.
You kind of look like you hoop.
Nah.
I'm not gonna lie.
Not at all.
For real? Like, you wanted to, don't even pick him up.
Don't.
Like, niggas don't hit you like, yo, we about to hoop.
Never.
No, that's all right, man. I got a couple friends like that.
You pass me the ball, I'm shooting right where I'm at. That's it.
Nah, that's terrible, bro.
Whatever.
Do you play any sports?
Football.
Football, okay.
That was it.
Yeah, football niggas be acting like, nah, ball, I'm not with that, bro. Hey, bro.
It's not. We just know our limits.
I feel you, bro. I feel you.
Y'all definitely call me a hack.
I believe that. Football niggas be the worst. Y'all the niggas, I'm definitely laying it up. I'm not trying to dunk because you're gonna do the most. Gonna do the most.
It's coming out smooth. Nah, this shit making me want to pick my guitar up.
Yo, bro.
I'm fucking playing.
Do it, son. Do it.
That shit is therapeutic.
Exactly. I think what made it therapeutic for me, oh snap, was that I just loved that I was learning something new. Like, and I was like, yo, it didn't come easy to me the way other things have come easy to me. Bass felt like it came easy to me. Drums felt like it came easy. Even keys, it was like, all right, once I got a few things, it felt easy. Guitars, like, yo, this never feels easy.
At all.
I'm always challenging myself, and I was like, yeah, this is it.
Fingers mad fucking sore.
Bro.
That shit don't make sense to me.
And I have big hands, so it's hard to, like, make certain chords. And
keep your fingers all tight.
Tight, and then move it to the next chord, quick, like a whole new shape. And be on the right strings, but, it comes with, it's muscle memory eventually, but it's definitely, like, it's a whole new that's what made it therapeutic, bro. It's like, I'm learning something totally new.
My grandfather would tell me like, practice every day, but don't go past a half an hour.
For real?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cause like, what was happening, he was right though.
You would get stuck.
Not that I get stuck, like I'm on it for so long because I'm just lost in my zone.
Yeah.
And by the next day, my fingers hurt so much I don't want to pick it up.
Yeah. I think another thing is, even on bass, even with keys, I'll be practicing something. So that half an hour thing is true. Like, I'll be practicing something. I'll be like, you know what, I'm gonna stop. Then I come back and I can do it. It's almost like my muscles was building the memory when I wasn't doing it no more. So you might be onto something with that. Oh my gosh.
That's light.
Nah, boy.
That's just light.
Nah, boy.
You tough?
That inner armpit, son. That inner arm is just a sensitive spot, bro. I'm so glad I'm never doing this again.
You never have to.
OD, facts. Maybe on the left arm, but nah, boy. I don't know. Maybe because I got this other one like early, like last week. It still feels like, all right, whatever. I could take. I feel a little used to it, but once you get there, bro, I'm like, yo.
I don't never get used to these things. I don't know how y'all be saying I'm used to it.
What happens is, bro, it starts to get a little numb after a while.
Y'all all say this.
Yeah, it's
I've
not.
yet to feel this numbness.
See, it's not numb like you don't feel it. It's numb like, all right, it just keeps happening. So I think less about it.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
It's kind of like, yeah.
I'll agree to that.
It's kind of like working out. You know, it's like I still feel this pain, but
I could deal with it.
yeah, I'm already going through it. I've been doing it for a minute. It's like leg day. That's what. Oh, nah. Sheesh. You know what it is too? I refuse to look because I don't want to be discouraged. Like, that's all we did so far? Like, when I was getting this left one, I think I looked twice. I was like, yo, bro, I'm going to be sick. And I realized we ain't do nothing but draw on it.
Are we making progress though?
I believe you, bro. Yeah, I would hope so. What does joy feel like?
So if you weren't teaching, what do you think you'd be doing? Do you think you would have ended up in business?
Nah. I think I would have just because I would have had the degree and been like, oh, let me do this. I feel like I would be doing like, maybe I'd be in a bank, an accountant, an advisor, something. What I realize is I got to do something where I'm interacting with people. Like, I'm not a behind the desk, behind the computer person. I'm gonna feel unfulfilled. Like, I'm too much of an extrovert, bro. Like, I gotta talk to people. I gotta feel like I'm helping somebody, being impactful. Like, my friends will say like, yo, we go to, King's Plaza Mall. We be at KP. They like, all right, I know we about to make friends with somebody. Like, we about to get dragged into a friendship with you because you're gonna be online and you're gonna start talking to somebody, man. Whatever it is. So if I wasn't teaching, I have no idea. If it was business though, definitely something that allows me to talk to people and allows me to like, feel like I'm helping.
Maybe some type of consulting.
Yeah, some type of consulting for sure, but like if somebody told me, yo, you can't teach no more, like it just got taken from me, I don't know, I've never even thought that, I haven't thought that far at all. I know some door would open that would be like, all right, this is the path I'm gonna take. Cause like I said, I feel my real passion is just helping people. So I'll find some way to do it. Some way to do that.
I'm definitely gonna start moving into it and all.
We wasn't at the inner arm yet?
Not really.
Oh, dang. Bro, you know what? It really feel like you at my chest already, bro. Like it's mid-nipple. Like, that joint hurts. All right, man, let's do it, man. Sheesh. I really thought you was already there, bro.
Nah, we gotta go up until like here.
Ah!
We ain't there yet though. You got some time.
Bro, I don't even... Why you ain't start there, bro?
What we stopping for?
I said, why you ain't start there?
Start there? No.
Yeah, bro.
Bottom up.
Dog. Is that how all tattoos go?
That's how I tattoo, just to
okay.
make sure I don't wipe my stencil off.
Okay. That makes sense. I could have been upside down or something, bro. Bro, we could have started there and got that part out the way. I already feel like you on my chest with that joint, bro. Sheesh.
It's crazy how they always feel like they're in
A different
place.
space, bro.
Yeah.
OD. Like, it already feels like you in the arm. But I guess now that you mention it, when I think about it, it's like, I guess we're not, huh? Sheesh. Yo. My bad, bro. I know you boot up and all of that, boy, but it's all right, bro, man. I didn't mean to, get into your hanky-panky time, bro. Yo, you playing anywhere on Sunday? Bro, please come play at CRC with me, bro. Please. We doing outdoor service at 10:30, bro. I'm gonna send you the music. Yo, bro, you a lifesaver. All right, bet. All right, bro. What you doing right now? Well, you don't have to answer that. Could you make a rehearsal if you had to?
Right now?
Soonish, like maybe 30, 45. It's quiet, it's clip.
Let me. Yeah, I don't think I can make a rehearsal right now.
All right, bet. All right, I'm gonna tell dude that you said you could play though. All right, bet.
So y'all be in situations to where y'all gotta play with people without rehearsing.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely last minute, like, I mean, all the time, honestly. When I play on Saturdays, I don't do no rehearsals. Like, I just be like, yo, send the music, and we gonna show up on Saturday and smack it. Like, so it definitely be like that very often.
It's wild confidence.
Yeah, I mean, it's like, yeah, it's confidence, but it's also preparation. Like, yo, this is what we gotta do. This is the music. All right, learn this. When we show up, we gonna smack. And then it's also, there's a level of freedom and creativity that you can have in the moment because it can go anywhere. Like, it could be like, are we doing these songs? But things could switch up just because that's just how things are flowing. So you do need to be able to be flexible and adaptable in the moment. Yeah, that elbow spot crazy too. Both of them, the two extremes, bro. Let me let this man know, all right.
You really got the network of musicians.
Bro, definitely, bro. Some people, I just put the emoji right next to their name because it's like,
Remember what instrument they play?
yeah. Or not even to remember their name, but just so that it's like, yo, I could just go down the list of keyboard players. I would just be like typing the key emoji. Oh, I bet this one I'm gonna hit. Yeah, that spot crazy too, bro. Yo, you ever give yourself a tattoo?
Yeah.
Nah, that had to be nuts, bro.
My forearm wasn't too bad at all. My foot was horrible.
Bro, that had to be nuts, bro. I couldn't even imagine. Like, that's literally like giving yourself, giving yourself pain. Nah.
It hurts a little less though, cause I could gauge visually and physically.
Nah, I can't imagine. I'm trying to, but not while you're doing that. Nah. What made you do it yourself? You was just like, I'll just try it.
To be completely honest, bro, the first time I tattooed myself was because I didn't have a new outfit for a party. Swear to God.
So you was like, yeah, I got to bring some heat.
Dead ass. Dead ass. Had the good recycled fit with the new tat.
That's true. Sometimes, yo, when you got a tat, it's like, yo, the fit could be a little basic because this the accessory. Like,
Yep.
I feel that.
That shit worked.
I feel that.
It's like, yo, that tat hard, Rich.
That was in college?
Yeah. It was a home party, but it was around like college age.
Nah. Don't even say it, bro. Don't even say that's like, just spare me.
Those were my words of encouragement.
Wow.
I'm gonna wipe this down, check it out. For as much as it's hurt, it went kind of quick. We might be done.
Yeah, nah, this joint definitely hurt, bro. It's still kind of stinging right now as you doing the wipe down. I'm like, yo, you not done? Like,